I'm Clay Carlino, and I'm an industrial designer. That means that, amongst other things, I build stuff. Now, today I'm not going to be building an industrial design. I'm going to be building something a little bit different. Anybody who's spent any amount of time watching my channel will recognize a lot of these parts as the parts that I've been taking off of my car and replacing over the last year. So you could look at this stuff and think, this is junk. This needs to go to the scrapyard and die. But you know, life finds a way. I'm planning to take that pile of junk and turn it into a Veloci-Scraptor. Yeah, I understand that actually the raptors that were this size were Utah-Raptors, but you know, Utah-Scraptor just doesn't sound as good. Now it's time to work on the feet. That's going to be a process because I'm making the feet out of this. I think I'm going to make the feet so that there's a little bit of an adjustment in them. To do that, I'm going to cut a slot, a rectangular slot right in here above this bolt hole. And that is going to allow the ankle, which is going to be this piece, to go in there. And then I'm going to weld a nut onto the end, and then I'll drive a bolt through that I can lock everything together with. I've got the legs for the most part worked out, and you can see they're here. The next thing that I need to do is I need to work out the body. So what I'm thinking is oil pan. You remember that video? If not, watch it, because I could use the views. You don't have to, but I'd appreciate it if you did. Anyway, so I've got this exhaust manifold, and I'm thinking that that is going to go right on here, and then this becomes sort of the esophagus, and then the head will attach here. This thing will end up being the tail. So, something like that. Yeah, it's coming together. Oh no! I just put a hole in my oil pan! Now this is never going to go back on the car! That's awesome. This is my Veloci-Scraptor pelvis. I have these bolts welded on here. The legs are going to have this as hips. So those just bolt on just like that. When I lock the nut here, this will put tension on the outside rim of this thing, and it should lock it into place. I want the Velociraptor to kind of arch his back, you know. And so in order to get that arch in the back, then I'm cutting this upper portion of a catalytic converter, and originally I was thinking of cutting out kind of a wedge and then welding it, you know, kind of like a Pac-Man mouth. But actually, got a better idea. I can save myself half my cutting by cutting it at an angle and then rotating the top 180 degrees and then re-welding it. Got this bolt and these castle nuts. I'm just going to weld those on right here. The bolt will be free floating between them. And then I'm going to weld these nuts onto the end of the bolt. I'm going to put them on both ends. And then I'm going to take this piece of all thread and I'm going to put it from here down through there And in doing that, I'll be able to adjust the neck just by tightening a nut on the back of the awl thread. Boy, I'm tired. It is so late right now. I think it's about 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm still not done. I welded in this piece right here. I know, I didn't show it, I just did it. The later it gets, the more often that's going to happen. You know, the next scene could be the finished raptor, and it may be light outside by then. This is going to be the tail. You can see I cut a slot in here. I just plug the pipe into the fitting here. There we go. And boom. Oh, this is heavy. There we go. You can sort of see it. It's a raptor body. It's heavy, but it's starting to look like a thing. It's really late and I'm getting stupid. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. You're supposed to drop off your submissions to Art All Night anytime between 10 a.m. and 2. So I've still got some time, but the clock is ticking and boy, I'm tired. So what I've been working on is the arms of the Veloci-Scraptor. So I'm going to weld this onto the Veloci-Scraptor body. It's going to be nice. Today is Sunday. Art All Night was last night, and as I predicted, I completely ran out the clock on trying to build the Veloci-Scraptor. But I succeeded. I built it. It was finished barely in enough time. Took it to Art All Night, and we were in the show, and that went really well. All right, here we go. This is it. This is my Veloci-Scraptor.
So rather than do my normal sign-off where you get to see me put on my hat, I'll let you look at the metal dinosaur, because that's cooler. So, if you like this video, or you like any of my other videos, please feel free to subscribe, click the thumbs up button. Other than that, seeing that you do not have to be afraid to try to use your old auto parts to build a dinosaur. This is Clay Carlino telling you to be brave. Yay!